We all know that feeling, right? You get home from a long day, and instead of kicking back and relaxing, you're looking at what feels like a second job, cleaning. But what if there was a way to flip that script? To turn that daily chore dread into, believe it or not, a moment of peace. Let's dig into a super simple method to create your own 30-minute sanctuary.
Seriously, think about it. You walk through your front door and bam, you're immediately hit with a mental to-do list. Dishes in the sink, clutter on the coffee table, just that general feeling of chaos. It's exhausting when your own home, your personal space, just feels like one more thing you have to manage.
And this is the trap, isn't it? It's this vicious cycle. You see the mess, and it just feels huge. So you think, I'll get to it later. But of course, later rarely comes. The mess just gets a little bigger, and so does that quiet, nagging stress in the back of your mind. Your home, the one place that's supposed to be your refuge, starts to feel like the source of your anxiety.
Okay, now when you read this, your first thought might be, easy? Is this person for real? I get it. It sounds almost crazy, especially after we just talked about how overwhelming it feels. But this one little idea, this is the key. This is what unlocks a completely different way of thinking about it. So, how in the world can cleaning be easy? Well, it's all about reframing it. The idea here is to think of cleaning as a spike. So, forget about that 4-hour deep clean marathon you dread all weekend. A spike is totally different. It's a short, intense, really focused burst of activity. It has a clear start and a clear finish. Think of it like a sprint, not a long, draining marathon. So how do we put this spike idea into practice? The answer is this really elegant framework called the 30-minute sanctuary. It's a method specifically designed to break that cycle of mess and stress. Not with a huge effort, but with a small, consistent, daily ritual.
That's it, 30 minutes. That's the entire time commitment. We're not talking hours, not even a full hour, just 30 minutes every evening. It's so approachable, so manageable that it's almost impossible to say you can't find the time. This isn't about adding another huge thing to your day. It's about using a tiny pocket of time to make a massive impact.
All right, so what does this ritual actually look like? It's so simple, just 3 steps. First, you time box it. You set a timer for 30 minutes, and when that timer goes off, you are done. Seriously, no exceptions. Second, and this part is absolutely crucial, you disconnect. Phone away, TV off. This is what turns it from a chore you do while distracted into a focused, almost mindful practice. And third, you just maintain. You're simply hitting the reset button on your space for the next day.
Now let's be super clear on what maintain means here. This is not about scrubbing floors or reorganizing your entire kitchen. Nope, the goal is simple maintenance. We're talking wiping down the counters, fluffing the pillows on the sofa, loading the dishwasher. It's all about preventing the mess from ever piling up into one of those overwhelming projects in the first place. And this right here, this shows the incredible mental shift that happens. What used to be a chore now feels like a ritual. That feeling of overwhelm was replaced by a sense of effortless control. The cleaning marathon becomes a quick spike. And best of all, the stress you felt about your home transforms into a feeling of sanctuary. It's a total change in perspective.
So why is this little habit so powerful? Well, for one, you reduce that nightly stress because you're not going to bed with a messy house weighing on your mind. Then, you get to wake up to a calm, welcoming space, which totally sets a positive tone for your entire day. By putting the screens away, you turn a mindless task into a mindful ritual. And over time, that consistency builds an amazing, positive habit that just becomes second nature. It's those small, repeatable wins that create real, lasting change without burning you out.
And really, this is the ultimate payoff. Just imagine the difference between waking up and immediately seeing a dozen things you have to do versus waking up in a space that feels calm, orderly, and just ready for you. Your home stops being a project that is constantly demanding your energy and becomes a true sanctuary that actually supports you. So, the real question is, how can you start tonight? It doesn't have to be the full 30 minutes, don't overthink it. Maybe it's just clearing off one countertop, or spending just 10 minutes putting things back where they belong. What's one small, totally manageable thing you can do tonight to start turning your space from a project into a sanctuary?